Good morning. It's Wednesday and it's time for our devotion together. Today we are looking at the story of the prodigal son. This is Luke 15:11 through 32. This is one of two stories that will be the focus of our Sunday morning together. Jesus is telling this story to people, right? He's not just saying this in space. This is one of several stories that he tells in response to religious leaders grumbling that he sits down and eats with sinners. So Jesus said, a certain man had two sons. The younger son said to his father, "Father, give me my share of the inheritance." Then the father divided his estate between them. Soon afterward, the younger son gathered everything together and took a trip to a land far away. There he wasted his wealth through extravagant living. When he had used up his resources, a severe food shortage arose in that country and he began to be in need. He hired himself out to one of the citizens of that country who sent him into his fields to feed pigs. He longed to eat his fill from what the pigs ate, but no one gave him anything. When he came to his senses, he said, "How many of my father's hired hands have more than enough food, but I'm starving to death? I will get up and go to my father and say to him, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I no longer deserve to be called your son. Take me on as one of your hired hands.' So he got up and went to his father. While he was still a long way off, his father saw him and was moved with compassion. His father ran to him, hugged him, and kissed him. Then his son said, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I no longer deserve to be called your son.' But the father said to his servants, 'Quickly, bring out the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Fetch the fattened calf and slaughter it. We must celebrate with feasting, because this son of mine was dead and has come back to life. He was lost and is found.' And they began to celebrate. Now his older son was in the field. Coming in from the field, he approached the house and heard music and dancing. He called one of the servants and asked what was going on. The servant replied, 'Your brother has arrived, and your father has slaughtered the fattened calf because he received his son back safe and sound.' Then the older son was furious and didn't want to enter in. But his father came out and begged him. He answered his father, 'Look, I've served you all these years, and I never disobeyed your instruction. Yet you've never given me as much as a young goat so I could celebrate with my friends. But when this son of yours returned, after gobbling up your estate on prostitutes, you slaughtered the fattened calf for him.' Then his father said, 'Son, you are always with me, and everything I have is yours. But we had to celebrate and be glad, because this brother of yours was dead and is alive. He was lost and is found.'" Bum, 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 bum. What is the world like when God's will is done? Mustard seeds grow more than we can conceive. Roots thread the soil, branches reach for the sun. This is how God moves us each to believe. What is the world like when God's will is done? Witness the wandering child coming home. Watch as the parent breaks into a run. This is how God longs for us when we roam. What is the world like when God's will is done? No more is neighbor, just ally or friend. Peace thrives in places where once there was none. This is how God works when rivalries end. What is the world like when God's will is done? Ready for feasting, we watch through the night, tending our lamps till the new day's begun. This is how God readies us for the light. These are the stories that Jesus imparts, filled with the Spirit who joins us as one. Born through our voices, our hands, and our hearts, this is a new world where God's will is done.